Hi everybody, I hope that your spring break was nice, that you got out into this gorgeous weather. This is week 2 of our fourth quarter ceramics class. So I want to go over the outline for this week and, talk about basically what's coming after this week. Okay, so the topic for this week is contemporary art. We have a video to watch that's called Intro to Contemporary Art. And then after the video, I want you to do the review activity. Okay, then you're going to start designing your letters for our word art relief sculpture. And of course, that will develop over the next few weeks. You're just going to start the sketching this week. Okay, and then when you're done with the sketching, you will submit it. But first, you have to pick an aspirational word. So for the discussion this week, I want you to pick an aspirational word and tell us why you picked that word. And second, what your ideas are concerning how you're going to draw those letters to convey the meaning personally or just generally of your aspirational word. Now to do that, we're going to use a blank piece of white paper. It can be copy paper or just, whatever you have. But I want you to fold it. This is the easiest way to do it, is just to fold it in fourths like that. So back and front, that gives us 8 panels. But then I also want you to fold it again like that. So an easy way to, once you got the 4 panels and it's folded like this, right? Then you can fold it again in both directions. And that gives us a creased grid that you can use to draw your letters in each of the panels. Now we've got 4 panels here and 8 panels total. So as you can see, I've used each panel to draw one of my letters, and I've drawn my letters and made little notations about why I've drawn my letters the way I have to convey my aspirational word strong. Now when this whole thing happened and we were asked to stay home and schools got closed and we were kind of learning about this pandemic and the fact that it was a global situation and we were going to have to respond to it, I chose the word strong, okay, to help me stay strong and to deal with it, but also maybe to inspire others to be strong. So as you can see with my letter S, my S is very thick and solid looking to help convey that idea of strength. And then my T over here will be an illustration of a muscle arm. The R on the other side here, this piece right here is actually a Greek column to convey something, an idea that's timeless. The N and the O are pretty straightforward, so I may get a little bit more creative with them later. And the G, which is over here in this little corner, and I've actually just kind of run out of space, I put a little serif on it to also make it look classic. Okay, after you are finished with your sketches, you will submit a photo of your sketches with the letters of your aspirational word. And then next week, we're going to start cutting those letters out of our cardboard or any other recycled materials that we've collected. So that's the direction this is headed. Now you can see that this is at least probably 14 inches high. Well, my column that is part of my letter R, it's probably about 17 or 18 inches. So these sculptures, these relief sculptures, are going to be fairly large. And then when I get things, and then we're going to decorate the letters with more materials. We can either paint or draw on the letters to add color, or add more recycled materials to create texture and or color elements and so forth. We're going to then attach the letters to a bigger background, but doing so, we're going to leave depth in between the letters. So we're going to use additional cardboard to separate the letters so that they're not flat on top of each other. And that's where the relief part comes in. We're going to create a little bit of sculptural depth, having the letters rise or advance, some of them advancing in space, okay? So that's the idea, you guys. Also, we're going to have conferences. You can get onto the Zoom meetings. I'll send you a link, and those will happen always on Tuesday at the same time from 11 to 11:30 a.m. and a second time for those of you in the afternoon, 2 to 2:30 a.m. p.m. That is 2 to 2:30 p.m. Now it's optional, it's not required, but if you like that person-to-person option, then please join us. We're going to keep them short. They're only a half hour. It gives us time to say hi, to discuss the topic for the week, and to ask questions about the project. This is our word art relief sculptures will be one of 2 projects that we do in this quarter. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I miss you, and I look forward to us being back in the class.